My cat will not ever make me or let me take a video in peace. Just now she threw up. Was out of protest, I'm not sure. So, Boo Cat, hey, can you stop for just a little while? Lay down or something. She's worrisome. She's an attention whore. Um, so anyway, today's video is about depression, happiness, ambition, success. What drives me completely freaking insane with American culture, maybe it's only American culture, the definitions of all those words and how it plays out. And I don't freaking understand why people don't see the actual reality of all this. So, number one, depression. To go ahead and throw it out there, yes, I know there are people that are clinically depressed that have an actual chemical imbalance in their brain. With that being said, I think majority of depression is people that are not satisfied with their life. They're not satisfied with what they have, their jobs, their relationships. Um, they feel like their life is going nowhere, so on and so forth. That I think is the majority of cases of depression. Um, Now, when we think of depression as a state, what is absent in depression is happiness. Now, I'm big into Eastern philosophy, and in Eastern philosophy, happiness is being content with what you have. So that does beg the question: are we overly? Do we expect too much? Are we expecting too much out of our lives? From the whole capitalistic culture, from the Disney movies, are we expecting to be treated like a queen or a prince, or like Saved by the Bell type of scenario when that's not reality? Is it misinformation between our lives and what reality actually is and what we expect? It's a good point. I can't explicitly say that. It's something to think about. My biggest thing, though, is if the Eastern philosophies that I completely agree with dictate happiness as being content with what you have, well, if you, and this, gosh, she's at it again, I swear to Jesus. I can't even concentrate with her around. It's ridiculous. Um, so according to Eastern philosophies, was happiness is being content with what you have. Completely and utterly agree with that. The happiest times I've been in my life, I've just been content with what I had. That didn't mean I had a lot of money. That didn't mean I had a lot of possessions or a girlfriend or anything. I was just happy with where I was. And I assure you, those were actually the brokest times of my life. But I was content with what I had. I was okay with that. So I do put a lot of reassurance and weight on that idea because I do believe it's true. So then we go into the life of we have a let's just as an example, 35-year-old young semi-young professional female. She makes $50K a year. She has a nice house. She has a nice car. Textbook in America is that she's very successful and ambitious, and yet she is completely and utterly depressed. Why? And then we go into the cognitive dissonance where she may be the type of person that wants to live a simple life, but she's building a life that she's been told to live. She's fulfilling her life in a way that she does not want to live it. And that, of course, if that's the case, she's not content. She will not be content with her life if she's living it in a way she does not want to. And guess what? She's depressed. And then alternatively, we have a guy that's, let's say, 32. He lives in a single wide trailer out in the middle of the country. His monthly income is like $800. He gets to go fishing and hunting every day. He loves to do that, and he's completely happy because that's probably he's built the life that he wants to live. So to me, for sure, depression is people, well, not always, of course, with the medical conditions, but people living the life that they don't want to live. Now, this could come from paternal instincts and maternal instincts, but not instincts, influences, or social pressures or anything. But I completely agree. Depression is people living a life that they don't want to live. And that's just people not asking themselves, hey, what the hell do I want? Um, and I have been victim to that completely. And I know people that, are in their 60s, 70s, retiring, multi-million dollar people, and they're completely and utterly depressed. They hate their life. They hate everything about it. I've even, with one specific one that was close to, I would ask, well, now you're getting ready to retire, you're pretty well off. Why don't you just start doing what you want to do? And he's like, looked at me kind of dumbfounded. And I was like, well, what would you want to do? Like, if you don't have to work, do you want to like travel or go to Thailand or, go hire a bunch of prostitutes in Russia? Like, what do you want to do with your life? And shit you not, at 70 something years old with many, many millions of dollars, said, I don't know what I want to do. And he's depressed as shit. That to me made me extremely sad, but also slapped me in the face. Holy fuck, this person is in their 70s and they don't even know how they want to live their life yet. Yeah, they've made a lot of money, but yet, in my mind, still unsuccessful in their life. They've lived a life of fucking misery for God. It makes me so sick to even think about. So then that brings me to another thing that bothers me that's correlated with all this is the definitions of people. People want to say, oh, he's successful or he's not successful. What is success? Now, modern culture is going to dictate success is a shit ton of money, a big house, a nice car, a family, so on and so forth. That's not success. It's not success. Success is actually, let me find the definition, the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. Now, if your aim or purpose was to get a shit ton of money, then yes, you were successful. Now, let's beg the question, what if your aim was to build a simple life, or an easy life, or a low-key life? Well, then those millions of dollars don't make you very successful, do they? They could. But if you're working 60, 70 hours a week, you can't spend any time with your family, you got to stress about everything, then guess what? Your simple and easy life is down the drain. You are no longer successful. Success does not revolve around money. Success is building the life that you want to live, whether that be in a double wide, a single wide, whether that be in a mansion, whether that be down at the beach in a shack, and you go fishing all day. It doesn't matter. Or a cabin in the woods and you just hunt rabbits. Success is building the life that you want to live. If you're living the life that you want to live and you are content with what you have, you are, by my definition and by the fucking encyclopedia, not encyclopedia, but dictionary, you're successful. You've accomplished your aim. If your aim was to build that and you built that, that you are successful. Nobody can sit there and tell you because you don't have a lot of money you are not successful. Okay? And just fuck that shit. It's completely wrong. And then ambition. What is ambition? Well, I think I have a little definition for that here too somewhere. Well, no, wrong one. Wrong one. Jeez. Totally unprepared. That's one thing I am guilty of. Okay, ambition is a strong desire to do or to achieve something. Ambition is a desire to build the life that you want. So let's go back on that. Success is building the life that you want. Ambition is the desire and the action of taking the steps to build the life that you want. So let's bring this all back into full circle with the cognitive dissonance and people living lives that they don't want to live, and they're going against their core values and they're hating everything. If I am a lowly boy working a 50, 60 hour a week job, making a shit ton of money, but the only reason I'm doing that is because I'm told that's what I need to do. But really, I want to have a simple life. I'm not materialistic. I just want a simple life. Then guess what, guys? I'm going to be depressed as shit because I'm living a life that goes against what I think life should be. Which actually was the case for me. I was living a life that I felt was not how life should fucking be. Whether my views on what life should be are right nor wrong, that does not matter. It's just my beliefs and what I believe that life should be. So, my ambition was to leave that job, start a low stress, low key life where I made enough money to get by. And, I mean, clearly I'm not broke. I've got an old TV, whatever. I'm not broke. I have what I need, and I'm content with that. I'm happy with that. And I took a great risk in leaving those jobs and becoming self-employed, and even being self-employed every day is a risk because I don't know if I'm actually going to come home with money or not. But I built the life that I want. I built a life where I have more freedom than money, which is important to me. It's low key. I don't have to stress a lot. I have built the exact life that I want. And to me, that ambition of doing that, creating this life, was ambition. As of right now, I call myself pretty fucking successful because I've accomplished building the life that I wanted to live. Why I'm making this video is because now I'm not depressed, dude. I was so depressed in my salary jobs, man. I couldn't even begin to explain just the physical symptoms of being so depressed. Were bad, bad physical, mental, psychological, just awful. I mean, I'd have to write that down for the worst few years of my life, period. Life lost all luster, and it felt like it wasn't even worth living anymore. Now I'm totally content, just because I'm living like the living life the way that I want to live it. And it was totally because of that. I was raised in a family where it was all about money. You have to make a lot of money. You have to be successful financially. And no, it's just it wasn't me. It wasn't the type of life that I wanted to live. And just trying to live that life was driving me just to hell, really. I mean, it was awful. So, with all that being said, I'm missing a point here. I always miss the last point. Right when I should drive it on home, I miss something. God damn it. Yes. So why am I making this video? Is number one, I see so many people depressed because they're not living the fucking life they want to live. They're living some bullshit life that they've been told they want to live. It's kind of like in Fight Club where they're like, oh, what should I do now? Oh, go to college. What should I do now? Oh, get married. Well, what should I do now? I don't know. Fucking buy a house. If you're living a life by what people tell you to do, you're always going to be miserable. You got to live your life by what you want to do. Make your fucking choices. And I know that's crazy and hard, but make your choices on how you want to live your fucking life and follow it. Whether that being a CEO of a company, or whether that's, fucking fishing for crabs for $2 a pound. Whatever the fuck you want to do, do it. Do your own shit. Don't worry about the fucking money. Success and ambition are not related to fucking finances. End of story. why I'm making this video is because I'm just getting sick and fucking tired of people looking at me. I like that I live, that I love, that I want, and they say, "Oh, you're not very successful." Well, if you look at it in the financial standpoint or the standpoint of having a new car and this, that, and the other, then no, I'm not. If you look at it in the sense that I've built the fucking life that I want and I'm content and I'm happy, I would say I'm highly fucking successful. Now, why don't you have any ambition to do more? My ambition was to build the fucking life that I wanted. It pisses me off so much that people think, success and ambition are solely related to finance. And I find it so fucking amusing that the people that think the people that believe that are the people that are fucking depressed. They're the fucking 70-year-old millionaires that don't even know what they want to do with their money. They're the fucking, 35-year-old young executive that wants to shoot herself when she comes home from work every day because she's not living the life the way that she wants. Guys, stop living life for other people and what other people say. Do what you want to do. If you want to be broke and happy, be broke and happy. If you want to be rich and happy, be rich and happy. If do the things that you want to do. I'm not calling anybody's ideas of what they want out of life wrong. What I'm calling wrong is a general glazing over of to be happy, you need to be successful financially or money wise. So not fucking true. The happiest people I've ever met were more often than not had the least amount of money, but they were living the life that they wanted to live.